I think you have to give permission to Amel to record.
I think I have, because it starts.
Okay. So thank you very much, everyone, to join us today for more information about Zero Emission Group. I am Carla. I'm the president of Zero Emission Group this year, and I'm happy to see that so many people are interested. And I will do the presentation in English, as there are people that prefer to have it in English, but don't hesitate to ask questions also in French. We're kind of a system that we speak the language that we understand better, and then we'll see adapt to the people that only have one language in general. So shortly about Zero Emission Group. Well, I think one of the motivation we have to actually exist is one report that was established by the IPCC about 2 years ago, and it shows the difference about 1.5 degree of global warming and 2 degrees of global warming. So I just wanted to give you an idea why we think it's important to actually act and to drive change at EPFL, as extreme heat becomes much more recurrent. So we have 2.6 times more people that are affected by extreme heat that is occurring more than every 5 years. The Arctic, if we have 1.5 degree warming, we have only every 100 years summer that is free of ice. At 2 degrees, we have 10 of once every 10 years, so it's 10 times worse. Species that actually, especially insects that lose more than 50% of their living range, increases of 3 times from 6% to 18%. And also disappearing coral reefs is some effect that is actually, I think, really shocking, that at 1.5 degrees we still have 70 to 90%, and at 2 degrees we have almost total disappearing of the coral reefs. So I think that are some of the parts that are really shocking for us. There are, of course, a lot of other facts and numbers that have been shown everywhere. For example, also, if you want to read or hear more about it, you can watch the conference that Jean Covici and Julia Steinberger gave at EPFL about 2 weeks ago now. And they really show really well what are the problems and why do we have to act now. So our association, if you have heard about it, you may already know a bit about us. What for us is important is actually to raise awareness, to work collaboratively on engaging the community, the scientific field, the politicians, and just try to have a larger scope as possible, and try to implement low carbon solutions and clever innovation. And through that, we realized one important part is actually doing networking, go talking to people, to the vice presidents, to the task force on sustainability, but also professors and politicians. So that's why we have often, when we organize an event or when we are doing something, we're reaching out to the students community, but also further to actually have the largest impact possible. So first of all, like how this evening is going to work. I'm sorry to do it on Zoom. I know it would have been nicer to be now next to a beer at SAT or somewhere, wherever. Maybe some of you have a beer, so enjoy. In the beginning, we will do like a project introduction where the people that are active on the project will present their project during 2 to 3 minutes each. Then we will actually open up breakout rooms. Usually you should be co-assigned co-host. So in the beginning, we will assign you to a breakout room, and then you can just jump from one breakout room to another to see with whom you want to chat and about which projects you're interested in. And then during the next 1 to 2 weeks, we will add you to the Slack, and then we will organize actually real meetups where we can meet in person somewhere at EPFL or around in Lausanne. And to actually organize this, what I would suggest you is actually to open like a link, go epfl.ch/zec or scan the QR code. And then you have actually a list where you put in your names, and you can indicate us really easily which projects you're interested in and not, and where we can contact you for which projects. I will give you the link also at the end again, so don't worry if you want first to listen to everything. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Perfect. Okay. Elsewise, just write in the comments or raise your hand or whatever. So first of all, Oscar.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. So my name is Oscar and I'm the awareness officer, that's the name of my title, inside of Zero Emission Group. So it's been more than a semester that I've been a part of the association, and I'm really glad to be part of it. So I'm mainly animating and leading a game which is named the Climate Collage, in French, La Fresque du Climat, which I think a part of you guys in here have attended yesterday. It was a real success. It was really cool to have it yesterday. And so briefly, what we are looking for are animators, so facilitators that can animate the game. And so the aim of the game, I didn't say, is to raise awareness. So to make sure people are getting the right information about the climate change and that they know what they're talking about, and so that they can think about solutions and being aware of what's really happening. So, and this game is perfect to be aware of what's happening. So we're looking for people to play this game first, and then eventually, if you're motivated, to animate it. It's really fun. You don't need to be an expert, and yeah, you feel free to start animating. It's not that hard, and yeah, let's go.
I think Martin is not here yet, so I will present education. I realized actually that one thing that's when I joined the Zero Emission Group is to actually have to make a change at EPFL. Most of us, when we learn about climate change, it's on our free time, and it would be much more impactful if you would learn actually in class how to address climate change and how what's the role for us as engineers here at EPFL, what can we change. And so we have, I think, two main projects this semester. First of all, we work with Roland Tormé, who is a professor for one of the SHS in Master, about how people learn. And we transformed actually his class during the last semester to include sustainability. And the students will next semester, like this semester, they learn about climate change, about pedagogy, and next semester they will implement something of sustainability with or with ethical questions with one of the professors at EPFL to change the education. On the other side, there is also a project from ENAC, which is Climact. So the idea is to do more research on climate issues, and as we have been in the first presentation of them, they were really interested actually to also include more education and focus education more on sustainability, but they didn't really know how. So we think it would be a great opportunity to use that possibility and work with the researchers on how we could implement that also in education in the faculty of ENAC and to change education like this.
So hi, I'm Karina. I just joined the Zero Emission group myself, and I've joined this project with Dominic, who's actually the leader of the project. So this is a project a bit more related to engineering. So the project consists of a collaboration with the skill. And what's great is that it's still at the beginning. So if you join now, you could really bring in your ideas and your knowledge and be there from the beginning to the end. And with this project, we can really put words into action. And yourself, you can profit from it by doing more creative thinking and more practical work. Because it's true that at the EPFL, we have a lot of theory, at least I think. And so it's nice to have some practical experience too. So in the first phase, the project consists of developing a windmill for a mountain hut in Tesson, Ticino. So there are many advantages of windmills, but there are also a lot of disadvantages. So we want to tackle the challenges and analyze where it would make sense to build a small off-grid windmill when it starts to become worth it. So this project is kind of the start for technical projects at the ZEG. So yeah, and we can really use people from all different fields. We need creative ideas for structures. We need to dimension the windmill and choose generators and so forth. But the core of the project will be to have some kind of innovative part in solving some problems such as noise reduction, or if you have other ideas, you can really make some innovation. Carla, can you change the slide, please? Thank you. So yeah, this is kind of the aspects that will be interesting. The main aspects. So there's the idea of the materials. The owner who contacted us in Ticino wants to use local wood. So we will discuss if it's a good idea to use wood, if the resistance is good, or if you need to, what materials you need to use. Yes, innovation, as I said, noiseless, and so forth. That's naturally the question of the budget. So networking and looking for sponsors. We have to put the project on the website so people could actually see what we do and contact us. And yeah, it could give material more than money often for the project. The risks, that could be thunder and make a fire and so forth. So yeah, these are kind of the main aspects. So we really need people who, yeah, to bring in ideas and to help solving these aspects. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay, hi. So I'm Marguerite. I'm a member, but I used to be the event committee. And so in Zero Emission Group, we also organize a lot of events. So the picture that we see here is a climate talks we did last year with the director of CFF, yeah. And it was about the train and is it possible that the trains replace the airplanes? And so yeah, we have a lot of we had a lot of discussions, and so yeah, we organize events like that to debate on different subjects. Yeah, we did so climate talks. We also organize conferences as the one you saw with Jean-Marc Jancovici. We also did the Energy and Resources Forum, maybe you heard of it, in April last year, and it was a real success, and maybe we want to do a second edition. And yeah, so we really want to do a lot of events to raise awareness and to debate, to find solutions on specific subjects. And so that's kind of it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marlene Hildebrand. I'm a collaborator at EPFL, and I'm also the digital strategy officer at EPFL, at Zero Emission Group. And I work with Amael on digital sobriety. So Amael, you may want to introduce yourself as well.
Hi, I'm Amel. I'm Executive Director at Zero Emission Group for Finance and External Relations, and I work also on digital sobriety.
So we have decided to, how can I formulate this? Specifically focus on the topic of digital sobriety because, as you know, digital activities are very important at EPFL. EPFL has really tried over the past years to kind of become a really big institution when it comes to data science and data analytics. So I think it's very important for us as an association that tries to raise awareness on climate change to also raise awareness on how the world of information technology is affecting not just climate, but the environment at large. So our activities at the digital sobriety subgroup can be divided into branches. First, we try to raise awareness. So we have already tried during the Sustainability Week organized by Unipoly to showcase poster about the impact of digital activities. And we also will next week do a presentation to a group of high schoolers from Thun about, again, the impact of digital activities. And we also want to gain skills into measuring the impact of information technology. Because at the moment, there are only very few people in Europe who know how to measure the carbon footprint of the digital infrastructure of a company or of an institution. And the demand for this type of calculations is really increasing, and these few people are starting to have too much work. So we are working in collaboration with an institution called Green IT, and they will conduct a benchmark this year of the impact on environment and on climate change that the companies that are willing to give them the data have. And we will help them into conducting this benchmark by proposing this type of activities to companies that are located within the Canton de Vaud. And also, they have proposed to train us into calculating the carbon footprint of digital activities. And we're looking for people who would be interested in this type of training. As I said, again, it's really gonna become a hot topic in the next few years because there's only a few people who know how to do that. And the demand is really, really increasing for this type of activities. So if you want to join us, we will have a breakout room later, and you can come ask us your questions if you're interested in this.
Probably Chris is not here yet, so I will or Adrian, do you want to present it?
I think that Chris is
Chris is here.
Okay.
Chris, I assigned you to a breakout room, but you should not go there. I think he went to the breakout room.
No, he's still there.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I have a problem with my Zoom, so it's quite freezing sometimes. So maybe I will cut my video. So I get to present my activities of the consulting part of the Emission group. So do you hear me nicely and smoothly? Is everything okay? Yes?
Yes.
Perfect. Our main
maybe can you cut
the
can you maybe cut the camera? It's still stopping sometimes.
Maybe Adrian, you can do the presentation because Chris seemed to be frozen.
You hear me right now?
Yes, it's better, I think.
Yes, better?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, what do? We don't have a great connection, internet connection. So, here we want to push the main actors of the campus to act in the direction of the Paris Agreement. So, for the zero emission goal until 2050 and the staying under the 2 degrees for 2100, so 22nd century. And to do so, the main activity since last year, which has been launched last year, is the carbon accounting. So what have we done? Have we done yet? It's that we had a partnership with the SV faculty, with whom we assessed a whole part of the laboratory activities for the carbon emissions. We had difficult times with the COVID and the distance because we weren't able to visit the laboratories, and it was quite difficult to be efficient in our work. But we have finished a report last week, and it should be published in the next few days. We will have a whole presentation at the end of the month of October. So to do so, we had a formation with Quantis, which is a spin-off of EPFL, so a startup which has been launched by by EPFL members, and it's now on the Innovation Park. And we learned to do a carbon accounting, and we had a whole support during the result and the how do we say the process, the carbon accounting process from Quantis. They helped us a lot to assess a good and a strong report. Then we had a second partnership with the RTS. They helped us to bring results. They paid us, sorry, to bring results about objects from the daily use, like bottled water, paper, aluminum we use for cooking. And they asked us to find what are the emissions of those projects and to do a comparison with the 1970 reporting done by the RTS in Lausanne and in the Canton de Vaud mainly, where they asked people what they thought about those kind of objects we have assessed. So we have to finish this project for the end of the year, and I will be really happy to tell you more about that, but I don't want to eat too much time to explain that. It's quite difficult project to explain. So we had some interesting partners during the whole year, and the most important part is that we had really interesting and motivating results with the reports we have already done. So I think it's a great activity for people coming from the master or bachelor. I know that in bachelor you have less time, so I guess the best way to be implied in those projects is to tell us what you have to give to us in time, in hours per weeks, and to keep the same amount of hours per week. It could be 2 hours per week or 8 or 20, but until you said I have 2 hours per week to work on this project and I will work 2 hours on the whole semester, is the most important, because we need to, as we have let's say clients, so the SV faculty and RTS, we have to bring results, because they finance the whole part of the formation and the production of the results. So we have some licenses for the, we have a software, we have a lot of things to finance. So as they want results for a specific deadline, we have to give them those results. So just be clear with what you can give to us in amount of time, and we will handle all the rest for the planning and the work. How do you say? Répartition. I think that's all.
Dispatch.
Dispatch, yeah. Thank you.
So it's me again to present the finance part. Maybe you know that EPFL divested from all fossil fuels in the last year, thanks to the work of some people from Unipoly and that are here at ZEG, like Adrien. Now we're trying to explain and to explore with the treasury of EPFL the way to improve their environmental results in terms of money placement and gestion, because almost all the money of EPFL is at the Swiss National Bank and emit a lot of greenhouse gases. Thus, we're trying to analyze the impact and find better solution to, well, manage it in a green way. If you're interested in, we are just at the starting point. We are discussing with experts from the domain at Carbon 4 in France, or at ABS, Alternative Bank Schweiz. So we're welcoming everyone that is interested in the topic. As Martin is not here, I will also present EPFL 2030. So it's a big project for us this year. We want to start a dynamic at EPFL with multiple other student association to bring everyone ideas on the table on how do we want EPFL to be in 2030. Yeah, I know a lot of us will not be here at this time, but the question is, how do we see our school to be in 2030? And it's kind of a lot of events that we will manage them and try to have a website and something. So if you want more information of it, it's multiple events with multiple association on the campus. So if you want more information, you can join in the breakout room.
So this is me again. So as I'm the digital strategy officer, I am going to present you a little bit what is under my umbrella at the moment. and what kind of roles will need to be filled in the coming semester. So we have a website, very nice website since I designed it myself. And but we would like, and I mean, it did its purpose so far, but since our association is growing and its visibility is growing, we would like to have a bit more of a sophisticated website. Most notably, we would like to add the projects we are working on, because I think they are really, well, we think they're pretty great projects, and it's a little bit shade to not give them more visibility on our website. We also are present on social media. We have a Facebook account, an Instagram account, a Twitter account, and a LinkedIn account. And the person who was managing the Facebook account left. So we would like to find someone to take care of the Facebook account. So at the moment, the roles are a little bit divided between Marguerite and me, and for two people, it's getting a little bit overwhelming. So we would be happy to have someone to at least take care of the Facebook account, and maybe more if they want to do a little bit more. So, Carla, I'm going to let you talk about the goodies, since I think you're more knowledgeable than me on the topic.
Yes, so we have started to think about that. We maybe want to have goodies, which are, of course, first, intuitively we say it's not sustainable. So I think the greatest challenge is actually to find really nice goodies that are more in the sustainable thoughts. For example, to have something that we can have for our members, or also like when we go to talk with partners, to give them, that is something that you don't throw away immediately, that is produced in China and pollutes everything, but that's something that you can really use. And it would be really great to have people that are interested in it to think about what can we actually do about it. So the creation is starting now. We're talking about different stuff. And if you are interested in that, do not hesitate to tell us. So as I said, I will give you the Google form sheet. If you want know already now a bit, or just keep it open somewhere, don't hesitate. Also, do you have any questions in general so far? Okay. I will now open slowly the breakout rooms. I will open actually room, like you're all co-hosts. So you can jump from different breakout rooms into each different rooms. I will put you all in one, most of you in one that is called Sat1, Sat1, sorry. And then just do not hesitate to jump around. You can also stay in the main room and then jump however you want. It's just go to the people that you want to. If you want to see who is there and what are the topics that are called, that we can talk about, you have here a list, so you can always come back to the main room. And also the breakout rooms are called of recording the different parts. For everyone that knows how to jump around in breakout room as co-hosts, I will open the breakout rooms now. Everyone else can just stay in the main room, and I will explain it in like 2-3 seconds. And yeah, any questions? Okay.
Yeah, I think Bérangère is asking if it's possible to participate in more than one project, which it is.
Yes, definitely. So you, as you see, most of us have 2-3 different projects at the same time. It depends on how much you want to do. You are free also to, in the beginning, try out 2-3 and then go around and ask more.